Hello everyone, this is Crota giving you a shoutcast between Lucifer and Dong. I'm just gonna call him Dong just because I do not know how to pronounce. It was Dong Juder. I'll call him Jin, so it's Jin. So I'll call him Jin. So it's Lucifer versus Jin here on Tidewater Glades. This is normally a 2v2 map. So I have never seen or have never cast a game that is a 1v1 game here, and the fact that this is a close spawn, it makes this very, very interesting. Normally this is an ally spawn here on Tidewater Glades. You normally want to be able to spawn across map. Unfortunately though, or fortunately for these players, there's no human players in this matchup, so there's not going to be any of this call to arms cheapness having militia run through the base. Also, you'll notice that there are no observers in this game. So first of all, I'm going to have Lucifer spawning as the red undead player. Meanwhile, I'm going to have Jin spawning as the blue orc player, just because if the orc player does try to go for a blade master, it is very difficult to keep track of a blade master even if you have fog of war off, because that blade master doesn't show up. So it is going to be blue versus red. I have ally colors, so it's very, very easy to spot everything. On the map it's going to show up as white anyways. So now we have Jin just continuing to mine out some, gather some wood, harvest some lumber, and also getting some gold mines. Not doing any crazy tech. So getting the second orc burrow as opposed to teching the tier 2 peon now moving out. So as that peon moves on out, we'll be able to come across and see the acolyte of Lucifer. So they do in fact know that this is going to be a close spawn. Looking at the build of Lucifer going for fiends. So it is going to be an early Death Knight versus a Death Knight versus a Blade Master. That Death Knight normally is delayed in a typical Fiend build, but instead opted to build the Graveyard and the Altar of Darkness first, as opposed to the Graveyard and the Crypt. So that Death Knight will not be able to have any early allies. It may be able to pick up a Rod of Necromancy, try to get some early skeletons from the graveyard, and move out that way. Blade Master now perhaps going to try to pick up an early Circuit of Nobility, already sold the Scroll of Town Portal, and now moving to take out the Trapper. So perhaps the Trapper drops a very, very good item. I do not know this particular map. Oh, Potion of Greater Mana. So yeah, that is a very nice item. It could have also been a Potion of Greater Healing, or even a Potion of Invulnerability. Dust of Appearance now used, so the Death Knight can in fact keep track of this Death Knight, or the Death Knight can in fact keep track of the Blade Master. Potion of Mana, not the best item for that Blade Master. Most likely will be transferred over to the Shadow Hunter later. Rod of Necromancy now in play with these skeletal minions in the base of Jin. So Jin has to deal with these little stupid skeletal minions that deal 14 to 15 damage. That's even more damage than a ghoul, I believe. And now in comes the Death Knight. Death Knight buying a Circle of Nobility of his own. So he wants to look pretty, wants that Circle of Nobility. Gauntlet of Ogre Strength +3 on that Blade Master. Blade Master getting an additional 75 hit points off of that. So that's an additional 5 strength. That's an extra 125 hit points very, very early in this game. So that's equivalent to almost 2 Death Coils, considering that the heroes do not take full damage from Death Coils. Death Knight now out looking for that Blade Master, as Grunts now coming across, maybe able to get on a couple free hits here. No, Lucifer still trying to figure out where exactly that Blade Master is. Blade Master healing over here, selling that Gauntlet of Ogre Strength, doesn't want the extra hit points, just wants the money in order to be able to heal himself back up. Blade Master now moving out. Perhaps once it gets to level 2, we may see some harassment on this Acolyte gold mine. No, probably not. There's only one way really in and out, and one cold tower will make it fairly difficult. Now Blade Master moving over to try to take down this Troll Berserker. Troll Berserker should go down fairly easily. Level 2 on that Blade Master. Blade Master now going after some skeletal minions as well. Perhaps going to go after some trolls. No, trying to save that low hit point Grunt. The Death Knight may be able to come in, get in a couple free hits, picking up a Mantle of Intelligence. No, not picking up the Mantle of Intelligence. Grunt now being healed away with that Speed Scroll and that healing salve. So very nicely done. Death Knight now trying to chase him down to 5 hit points. So now, wow, that Death Knight really committing to that Grunt. Grunt, however, gonna get taken down. Down it goes. Ooh, down it goes, and that Blade Master may sell, does not sell the Mantle of Intelligence, going to pick up a Boots of Speed, however, and now that Shadow Hunter will be able to get some very, very nice items. Shadow Hunter is a Dexterity hero, not an Intelligence hero. So even the Mantle of Intelligence is not going to matter all too much. Did decide to sell that Mantle of Intelligence for 50 gold, picking up an additional healing salve, as now we are teching into tier 2. So tier 2, we should see the Spirit Lodge and the Bestiary, one of each building momentarily to deal with the Halls of the Dead. Halls of the Dead upgrade. So we do have some Fiends, as the Fiends stuck in the back of the base, not quite sure, as that Blade Master now going after the Troll Berserker. Troll Berserker getting taken down. There we go. Now going after some of those wolves as well. Is that Fiend stuck? No, yeah, the Fiend is stuck. Wow, Lucifer having a little bit of trouble there. I mean, having his Fiend stuck in the back of the base. He may have to unsummon one of these Ziggurats. No, he's going to instead have these ghouls clear out these trees, so he should be able to get to them in a moment. Now, the Troll Dark Warlord gonna get taken down. Wand of the Wind, so Wand of the Wind giving Cyclone to that Blade Master. Blade Master, that's also a 200 gold item, I believe. Also a Ring of Protection. Did he pick it up? Yeah, he did pick it up after using some more healing salves. And now a Fiend able to come back out. Level 1 on this Death Knight versus a level 3 Blade Master. Things not looking good. However, the Undead player is able to really push back out fairly easily. Another Crit Fiend stuck in the back of the base. So, yeah, the Undead nuking ability, really, if any race can recover from not having very, very strong heroes early on, it is the Undead player. And now a second Circle of Nobility being picked up. So that Death Knight, +4 across all of those items, and now coming in perhaps to try to disrupt any of the building, going for double Bestiary. So no Spirit Lodge, double Bestiary, and perhaps 4 Wind Riders, and there's that Wand of the Wind. So that Death Knight is going to be in a little bit of problem there, taking some extra damage. Was trying to get a surround off, but unable to get that surround. We may get a Hex, and now we have the Shadow Hunter coming out, so things are not looking good. That Death Knight now surrounded, being forced to use that Scroll of Town portal, 350 gold burnt off of a Scroll of Town portal to save a level 1 Death Knight. So a little bit of an issue. Sacrificial Pit coming in order to get a Shade. That Shade will be able to keep track of that Blade Master fairly easily, as that Shade has true sight. Blade Master now walking on out, did in fact transfer the Wand of the Wind and the Potion of Greater Mana to that Shadow Hunter. Shadow Hunter now wanting to creep out by himself, as that Blade Master is going to give an attack. And no, nice Dust of Appearance use by that Death Knight. Death Knight, suspecting that Blade Master was nearby, used that Dust of Appearance, and that Dust of Appearance revealing that Blade Master. Blade Master now going to go ahead and try to, I guess, do a little bit of pressure, try to come back in, try to take down this Slaughterhouse, as that Shadow Hunter gonna go ahead and do some creeping with these Dire Wolves, and now in comes a Wind Rider. So that Wind Rider coming in, and we'll see how exactly. We should already have web being researched. Now we're getting also burrows, so those Crypt Fiends are going to be able to burrow and be able to regenerate very, very quickly while hiding in the ground as well. Level 2 on that Shadow Hunter, so level 1 healing wave, picking up a Potion of Invulnerability. Very nice item on that Shadow Hunter, most likely going to be transferred to the Blade Master in order to give more longevity to that Blade Master. Blade Master now running out, going to go ahead, continue to heal up using the healing salve, and also get more mana from a Clarity Potion. Shadow Hunter coming in, trying to dish out that damage. Troll Berserker is in fact Hex. I think it's a 16-second Hex, or is it 12-second Hex at level 1. Shadow Hunter healing that Blade Master as well, continuing the fight. Troll Warlord going to get taken down, as that Shade now invisible like an observer, able to keep track of all these units, and the healing wards being dropped down. So very, very nice items for this Blade Master. Ring of Protection +2, most likely going to be sold. Yeah, 100 gold in rings over there. Back over here, Death Knight now creeping out as well. Do we have a training of a second hero? No, not quite yet. So no second hero. So it's going to be a solo Death Knight. That Death Knight now also has Rejuvenation though. So how did he get Rejuvenation? Oh, he hired the shaman. So hired the shaman from the shop. This is not your typical 1v1 map. So I'm not familiar with all of the mercenaries that you can hire here. So Shadow Hunter gonna get to level 3 though. So level 2 healing wave gonna be coming into play in just a moment. And now Green Drake and that Blade Master may be able to get the kill steal. Oh, nice, very nice item. Sobi Mask being picked up by that Death Knight. So additional death coils, and still no second hero yet. So that it may be a solo Death Knight. And now level 3 on that Shadow Hunter. Level 3 Shadow Hunter, we should get some additional healing waves. Gonna go ahead and pick up a Gauntlet of our Strength, sell it, and then pick up the Scrolls of the Beast. What else did he sell? Another 50 gold item. Not quite sure what that was, as that Shade now continuing to keep track of that Shadow Hunter. Stay tuned for part 2 of this replay between Jin and Lucifer here on, I think, Tidewater Glades.